mabuti yan kasi kalalaman lang natin yung mga possible, di ba? Ngayon ang tanong, sa election, pag magboto na tayo, magiging accurate ba yun? Magiging
accurate yung results?
Oo, di ba? Yung pagbilang din ng mga boto.
Depende yan sa preparasyon na gagawin natin. Lalo na mag-i-evaluate tayo ng mga codes. So,
oo, mamaya.
Kung walang nakastore ng scores.
Baka meron ng
scores.
Di ba may mga hackers na tinatawag, di ba? So, software based yan, di ba? So, pwedeng ma-manipulate din ba yan?
Talagang hindi nawawala ang pagdududa sa technology. Pero, alam ko gagawin naman lahat ng yung best na preparation na kailangan gawin, no? Yung security, mga security policies, preparations, pag-audit, lahat yan gagawin.
Dapat i-open nila yan sa public para malaman din natin,
Yes, open
diba?
Sa public, I know. Kasi isa nga ako sasali sa magre-review ng code.
Wow, okay.
Mag-volunteer ako kasi merong pinost nga na call for volunteers na mag-evaluate ng mga codes. Para ma-ensure na talagang magiging tama.
Walang daya, walang ginagawang hocus-pocus, di ba?
Wala. Basta, tiwala tayo. Mangarap tayo para sa bansang Pilipinas. So, kasama na dyan ang pagtitiwala.
Meron ka na ba naisip din? Balik ko sa yung tanong mo. Naisip
may iboboto na ba ako?
Oo. Meron na ba?
Medyo. Nag-iisip pa po. Kasi karapatan po nating magboto, no? Dapat po talaga tayo magsipagboto. No bio, no boto. So, sa mga hindi pa po yung bio nga, no? Nagpapa-register for biometric. Ako, matagal na pala akong naka-register.
Ako matagal na rin.
Matagal na.
Lagi akong bumoboto sa amin. Ayan. Hindi na pumapalya. Oo. And then, pero bago yan, meron tayong another guest.
Yes, meron tayong live here in the studio. We have our guest.
Yes, ito is from another software development company.
It's a software company.
Yeah, it's a software company. So let's have the founder of CloudSwift.
Yes,
CloudSwift.com. He's the founder of CloudSwift.com. He's Don Angelo de Guzman. Hi, Angelo.
Yes,
Dan.
Yes, Dan.
I think it's Dan, right?
Just call me Dan.
Dan. Yeah. Magandang umaga, Dan. So,
yes, good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
Touch.
That's okay.
Hello?
Ayan.
Nagano na.
You don't have to touch.
Yeah, you just...
Okay. Maybe you can wear the headset.
It's a new microphone kasi, so medyo may pagkaano pa yan.
Bago po yung
virgin pa. May noise.
Yes. That's okay na. Hello? Yeah.
Hello?
Narinig namin yung noise.
Okay na. Sige.
Okay na?
Tell us something about your success stories muna, Don. Kasi sabi ko nga, ang bata pa niya para sa mga...
kanina nga nalaman namin 25 pa lang.
25 pa lang. Okay, let's start the story of Don. So, saan ka nag-aral?
Yeah, so maybe just to start from scratch, like the whole story.
Yes.
So first of all, the term success story is, I think, an overstatement. So
okay.
I don't actually...
Successful.
I don't actually treat myself as successful yet.
Yes.
For me, it's always still the beginning, just the beginning.
Mm-mm.
So I studied in Mapua.
Yes.
Wow, schoolmate pala kita. Mapua rin ako.
That's nice. That's cool.
ECE naman ako doon.
Viva
yes,
Mapua!
I took up the same degree. Yeah.
Parang tayo ECE.
I took up ECE, yeah.
Yes, Viva Mapua.
Magkwentuhan
So
kayo.
I took up ECE. I was batch 2006. I graduated 2011.
No, bata pa talaga siya. Ako, ibang batch past years.
And then my first exposure in really working is before, when I was still studying. I worked as just a student assistant in one of our laboratories, which is Cisco Lab.
Wow.
It's a very technical, boring kind of laboratory where you have all the switches and all that. So and then before I graduated, I was sent to Singapore for an international internship. So that's what part of the requirement before you actually graduate. So
Oh,
I
okay.
spent 8 months there, doing robotics and laser systems in one of the semicon companies there. And then that's where I really, started living my life independently, because I was just living with my colleagues. I mean, with my batchmates, with other programs, other engineering programs that they were all sent to Singapore. So we were actually living in one condo unit, and then we're sort of like uh, sharing the space and going to our offices in Singapore. And then from there, I attended a lot of seminars and sessions that talks about the innovations in the software industry, cloud computing, and all that. So during that time, that was 2010, 2011. Those are the years that actually cloud computing is still in the booming stage. So
Mm.
it was actually very exciting. Like everybody's excited about it. Everybody's like um, looking forward to it. So I was one of those people that's actually excited about it, and I sort of like fell in love with it. So
Mm-mm.
I decided to come back here in the Philippines
Good for you.
after my internship, and then
Mm-mm.
I graduated. So I decided to work for uh, a global IT consulting company here, because
Mhm.
my intention is to really learn more about the next generation and technologies in IT and in cloud computing. So fortunately, I became part of this cloud computing group in my very first day job here in the Philippines. So that company is actually at Accenture. So I've worked there for 2.5 years.
Okay.
While I was in Accenture, I've experienced a lot of pain points and problems in the processes. Um, and then after that, uh, that's where sort of like my aha moment that, why not start my own company? And I mean, I think here in the Philippines it's actually quite new when you actually realize things like that. But you want to start a company at a very young age,
Mm-mm.
um, and most especially if you're not like the son of or the nephews of Gokong Wei and Ayala, because it's actually easier for you to start a business if you
Oo.
have the means.
Correct, correct.
So I actually consider myself as a self-made man, and I starting from there. Since you spot an opportunity, you spot a problem, you want to do something about it, and if you want to solve that problem, you need to actually develop a product to actually solve that pain point and make money out of it. So during that time, the startup ecosystem in the Philippines is also very early. That was like 2013, 2012, 2013. So I attended a lot of events such as, startup mixers and, all those startup competitions, just to see what's going on out there. Is there somewhat like a Silicon Valley vibe here as well and all that? Because during that time I didn't know, like I don't even know what I was doing. And then I've met a lot of people, and then come 2014, I met an Australian serial entrepreneur. His name is John Ork. He's now the founding principal investor of the venture capital firm Future Now Ventures. So he founded a successful cloud computing company called Cloud Sherpas, um, and that was actually recently sold to Accenture. So that was an exit just recently. And then he started this venture capital firm, Future Now Ventures, to actually invest and help entrepreneurs to, the typical flow. Like if you have an idea, you pitch it to an investor. If he's interested and if he thinks there's a market, he will invest. So that's actually what's going on out there. Even not just with me or for me, but with a lot of technology entrepreneurs there. I mean, I believe there are also some other young entrepreneurs out there that they've also been pitching their ideas and their prototypes, and then they're also talking to these VCs, and Future Now Ventures is one of those.
So for Cloud Swift, you're
Yes,
nag-iisa ka lang or are you
I
with a
am.
team?
I'm with a team right now,
Mhm.
but I founded my company myself.
You started on your own and
Yes,
then
yeah, yeah.
eventually you
When I got the
Mhm.
investment, I was able to actually hire people to be part
Mm.
of my team, um, and to actually help me, grow the business and build the product and market it. So what happened is when I met John Ork 2014, he knew about my situation wherein I still have a day job, but I really wanted to be an entrepreneur. So he said, okay, since you want to be an entrepreneur, I think this is an interesting idea. He said, uh, why don't you become an entrepreneur in residence in Future Now Ventures, and your job is to run your own company. So that was like, I think, a gig of lifetime, because I was able to quit my day job to focus on my idea, to focus on running and starting up my company eventually. So 2015, early 2015, I was able to raise some seed investment and capital from Future Now Ventures, and then right now we've built and we started CloudSwift Global Systems. So that's how I started.
Yeah.
That's
how
how I
many?
started.
Yeah. How many employees do you have right now?
Right now, I have we're 6 in total right now, including myself.
Oh.
But who's doing the actual development of the system?
I have developers, I have engineers, and then I also have my CTO.
And you can do it on your own, diba?
I'm not really like a developer who writes
Ah,
code,
easy,
but
easy.
I'm more of like a visionary.
Ah,
Like
okay.
if
He's the hustler of the.
yeah,
He's the hustler of the
exactly,
group.
yeah, that's the right term. So
Yeah, he's
I'm
the hustler of
I'm the hustler. I mean, if you're the founder and the CEO of the company, you need to be the hustler of the business. And then, of course, while hustling, since you own the product, own in such a way, not just literally own, but own it in such a way that you need to actually be responsible about the roadmap and the vision of the product. And you need to make sure that it will be designed on a high level, that it should be this way, and it should be this flow, it should be this process, blah, blah, blah. So it's still, I'm not really the one building and writing the code, but I'm the one, I'm like the mastermind behind it.
Yes.
So yeah, so let's put it that way.
So, accountable siya sa mga empleyado niya. No? That's not easy. No? So, sa ating mga tagapakinig, it's not really easy to found a startup.
It is hard, yeah.
It's hard.
And most especially, this is just my opinion, but based on my observation and based on my experience when I was still starting up, it's like here in the Philippines, it's really hard, most especially in the early years, like 2010, 2011 years. Like, there's no one out there that can actually invest in your company. Like, if you have a very good idea, but you don't have capital to actually make it happen, it's hard. Most especially if you need to sustain yourself. Like, not everyone, like I said, not everyone is as wealthy as the sons of Gokong Wei or you know, Andrew Tan, right? So you need to be able to find the like-minded individuals that can believe in your vision, so that you can work together and make things happen. And then, going back to the term success stories, it's like it's gonna be like a cycle, right? If you become successful, and then all of the students out there, all of the next generation youth out there would be able to be aware of the success stories, and then that will be an encouragement for everybody to actually think that, oh, it's possible. If he or she can do it at this very young age, I can also do it. Like, you have your students in UST and all the students all over this country. Like, if they hear a story like this, or if they saw a news from the article and online, and you know, and you know, if they've seen someone interviewed in television, and then they would know that, oh, this guy started when he was still 21, 19, or blah blah blah. So it's actually like it's empowering and it's inspiring for them to actually think that I can also do that. I want to be like that. I want to be like him or her. And then through that process, or through that journey, it's like one of the most painful problems here in the Philippines is that, of course, there's still a problem in unemployment, right?
Yes.
And the reason why there's an issue in unemployment, because everybody thinks they want to be an employee. You know what I mean? So when they graduate, their mindset is like, okay, when I graduate, I would just want to be an employee. So since everybody thinks that they want to be an employee, then that means the rate of the
job creation, no?
you
So
know, so it's better if we can increase also the interest of the next generation to be job creators. So that means you would be able to match the supply and demand for like all of the population of the people who's gonna apply for a job or who's gonna look for an opportunity. If there are also opportunity and job creators out there,
so human resource and job resource.
So it's and in that way, I don't think unemployment will be an issue, because, I mean, maybe the problem in the future is that if everybody thinks that they want to run a company instead of joining a company, because everybody would just want to start a company, which is in the case actually in the U.S. Like most of them actually quits their day job and then because they want to start their own
company.
Like all the engineers of Google, all the engineers of Google, Yahoo, or Facebook, like after they spent like 2 years and then they once they resign, most probably they're going to start their own.
Okay. Tama. You have that mindset because of the international internship that you had?
Not just that. To be honest, like I wasn't really expecting that I'm going to be an entrepreneur. This was unplanned, totally unplanned. And I thought that I was just going to climb the corporate ladder. I thought that I was just going to stay as like a regular consultant, corporate guy, that maybe in the next 10, 20 years I could be a VP or what. But I didn't know that I would have an opportunity like this to actually start your own business and start your own company and make an impact. And this is not just because of me, or this is not just because of the idea of solving that problem in the industry, but also I think of, luckily the people that I've met that helped me shape who I am today. And it's really inspiring when you're actually in that spot. Like before, I didn't even know that I would have an opportunity to have an investor which is well trusted in the community and in the industry and the entrepreneurial ecosystem, and it's fulfilling. And if this kind of story, or this kind of journey would be able to be experienced by a lot of people out there as well, or a lot of youngsters out there, then I think there would be like again a cycle of like, okay, since I became successful as an entrepreneur, the next thing that I would do is I would like to help, because I became successful, so I have money to invest, so I will become an investor in the future too. So everybody will help each other in really building businesses and creating jobs. So that's the power of entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Alam mo, Arnie, nakaka-relate kasi ako dyan eh. Kasi before, na nag-aaral ako, ang inisip namin mga barkada, di ba, we wanted to get a job with the popular companies, yung mga big companies.
Conglomerates,
diba? Mga conglomerates. Yeah. So, yun ang unang iniisip pumapasok sa mindset ng mga kabataan noon, study. Pero I jump from one company to the next kasi thinking na mas may improve ang ang rates ko and yung nag-receive ko na salary, because I'm joining different companies, going from one big company to the next. Kaya lang lately naisip ko noon, my last job was with the United Nations kasi as one of their ICT officers. Naisip ko noon, malaki sa pasweldo niya eh. Naisip ko noon, yung naipon ko, magtayo kaya ako ng business para I can be my own boss. So ngayon kasi before kasi ang isip ng tao pag retire nila, pag nakakaipon na sila, kukuha nila yung mga retirement pay nila, tsaka lang sila magtatayo ng sarili nilang company, di ba? Pero ngayon, hindi pa naman gumagraduate ang mga kabataan ngayon, ang mga students. Nag-iisip na sila kung ano yung pwede nila i-set up na company.
Which is good, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's actually great.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, I feel you, Dan. Talagang while listening to you, looking at you, I feel the passion. Kasi I do the same thing, no? Kasi I see that yung imagination, I always imagine. Talagang fan ako ng imagination. Kasi pag tingnan mo siya, sabi niya, if this story or if this journey would be heard by youngsters,
inspiration,
and then yung the power of entrepreneurship, tingnan mo yung cycle. So yan, so every time that I have chance of meeting students,
Yeah.
or student leaders, talagang pinapakita ko sa kanila din yung ganyan, no?
No.
And then, sabi ko nga, I would be asking my students ngayon to blog about this story. Sabi niya nga, it's not yet a success story or humble beginnings, pangalan daw ito sa kanya.
Exactly. Yeah.
Pero, nakakatuwa. Nakakatuwa. Yung, it's not really daw nga, sabi niya nga, may underemployment. It's not really that underemployment. Kasi nga daw, kung lahat totoo, it will happen if every one of us would think na would look for
Job.
unemployment,
Yeah,
no?
just thinking of themselves, like it's like thinking of yourself less, that I'm just gonna be an employee for the rest of my life. Because everybody thinks that they couldn't start a business, because the mindset is that I'm only gonna be able to start a business if I have savings, or if, like I said, if I'm wealthy, if I'm independently rich or something. But if you're not, I mean, right now, most especially if you have an idea for an innovation or a technology that solves a problem, then there are lots of ways. Like you can raise capital from investors, you can raise seed investment from VCs or what we call venture capitalists, and the Philippines is actually starting to grow in terms of those kinds of deals or stories. Support from the not just local. But the good thing about it is that these are actually foreign investors.
Yeah.
Yes, but let me ask you, Dan. Let's say you have a great idea and then student ka pa lang. Are you willing to give up your studies to pursue a?
If I was a student,
Yes.
if given the right opportunity, and if you weigh things that, if let's say for example,
You have a great idea in mind.
for example, I'm still in third year college, and then.
Are you
I was
wait-
able to thought of
yes.
that, and then I had an investor. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Because it's easy. Because it's easy to
Risk-taker siya.
for me. It's easy to just go back,
Okay.
do it while you're running your company. Why don't you just finish it while doing your own company? I mean, if you're in college, I believe you can customize your units, and you can just opt to, because the reason why if the reason why you want to finish your studies is because you want to be successful,
Yes.
right? And if
Correct.
you're given a chance, and if you're given an opportunity to become successful as early on,
Yeah.
why not? Might
diba?
as well do that, right? So, and then just go back to the paperwork formalities once you be able to get it off the ground.
Nako, lagot ako. Sabi ko pa man din, i-vlog ka nila. Pero, very logical answer. I would agree din naman. Pero,
Yeah, but I don't have anything against academia. I mean, education is important. What I'm just trying to say is, given the right opportunities and given the right guidance, because sometimes it's also scary if you're gonna start a business when you're still a student, because you don't have any experience yet. You might fail or something, but I'm not saying that everybody will fail. But it's just that I think if you're still a student, and even me myself, like as an entrepreneur, you always make mistakes, and it's actually important, and it's better if you make mistakes and if you fail faster, because you can always revive as fast as you can. And if you're still a student, you just need guidance, proper advice, and to help you out in terms of getting to that great or vibrant direction.
kasi there's a certain kind of discipline and training that you need before you found your startup. That's the role maybe of the schools, and for those who are risk taker just like you, there are foundations like Idea Space who will support your journey of building
Pero
a
tanongin na
startup.
si Arnie, ngayon ba ang school tinuturo yung mga ganyan, taking the risk for pag mga business or setting up their own entrepreneur?
Of course, tinuturo yon kasi kailangan kasi maging critical thinkers, 'di ba? Yung bata. Yung critical thinking, decision making. So, syempre, kung posibleng maging outcome nun, ay mag-isip talaga ang bata. Hindi mo yan makakontrol. No? Pero, na maggawa ng startup.
Kasi ngayon,
ang hirap sagutin. On record ako, i-play nila to for podcast. No? Pero sabihin, ay, ang daming dropouts. Bakit? Ang daming umalis. Bakit?
Hindi, kasi ngayon, naiisip ko, parang it's the in thing right now yung mga kabataan ngayon, habang nag-aaral pa lang, nakag-iisip na sila ng what innovations ang gagawin nila or what ideas ang pwede nilang pasukin Even though kahit nag-aaral pa lang sila eh. Kasi you can do it like he said naman, di ba? Pwede nyo naman sabay na kahit yung work, habang nag-work ka with an employer, pwede mong gawin yung startup mo na, di ba?
Yeah.
O, ganun din sa habang nag-aaral ka.
It's okay, yeah.
Pwede mo rin gawin yun habang
because
nag-aaral
it's
ka.
it's similar to like the traditional CEOs who's actually taken up executive MBA.
And you can delegate naman your task, eh, di ba? Kuha ka ng team mo. Ikaw lang yung pinaka-visionary nga. Ikaw yung pinaka-leader. And then kuha ka ng tao mo to handle every aspect or different aspects of your startup, di ba?
Because if you're an entrepreneur, you need to be able to multiply yourself as well.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, if you have the right funds, that's why you need to raise investment so that you can scale the business and also to build a team.
So does that answer the question na do you need to finish your study?
It's case-to-case basis, I think.
Yeah.
It's case-to-case basis. It of course, it doesn't make any sense to drop out of school if you don't have a plan.
Yes, pag wala ka talagang
you have to have a sound plan
mm-hmm.
before you drop out. Or you don't actually have to drop out.
Wala talaga.
You don't
Kami
actually
ang
have
kwento
to.
namin, so we started small also. No? Kasi we built our company then for we have been running the company for 15 years. It's a software company then. And then we just started with small or helping our classmates in doing their thesis, mga projects nila. Tapos na-discover kami. Then it has to be legit. So kailan doon na after graduation doon na kami nag-focus.
Ayan.
So ganun talaga. So you have for me you have to complete ako then do part-time maybe. Basta case to case basis kasi before on the record no kasi before you have to finish the degree kasi yung ating mga support yung ecosystem kasi yung halimbawa yung mga incubator, mga accelerator wala pa noon. Pero ngayon ang dami na. Kaya talagang lumalakas ang loob ng ating mga risk taker dyan who would like to or who are planning to.
Ayan, bago malibang usapan natin, mag-break muna tayo ha. Break muna tayo.
Baka meron na akong message dito, Arnie.
Mamaya tuloy natin yung message ni Arnie, ni Professor Arnie. Break muna tayo.
Sa gitna ng kami-kami chain of choice. With branches all over the Philippines, Hotel Sogo is the hotel chain of choice for travelers and balikbayans. Affordable, safe, and complete with amenities, unlike other provincial hotels. Now you have somewhere comfortable to stay anywhere in Metro Manila or even when you visit your favorite province. May problema ba sa car insurance mo? Kailangan mo ng matinding serbisyo? Dito ka na sa Ants Insurance Agency. Serbisyo garantisado. Tawag agad sa telephone number 374-8900.
PBUST, ano ba yung nagsagot?
May baka naman may gusto kang ibenta. Log on na sa vigattintrade.com. Nasa internet na, nasa radyo pa. Basta Vigatin, bigatin ka talaga.
Ayan, Arnie, babalik tayo. Pero bago natin tuloy ang magandang usapan natin with our guest na si Dan from CloudSwift. Alam mo ba na we can get 22% discount on all branches of Hotel Sogo for 6 hours and below? Anong gagawin natin? Text lang tayo ng Bigatin to 0998-998-4444. Ulitin ko, ang text natin yung word na Bigatin. B as in Victory, IGATTIN to 0998-998-4444. And then, pagka-text nyo yan, maya-maya may babalik sa inyo na reply code. Yun ang bibigay nyo, napapakita sa counter ng Hotel Sogo. This is valid until November 30, 2015. So, ano pa hinintay natin? Text na kayo. Ayan, tuloy natin ang discussion natin with Dan. Pero maya-maya, mamaya meron tayong phone patch.
Phone patch, no? Kay Dr. Paolo Manalastas.
Cue lang natin yun mamaya. Sige, usap muna kayo ni Dan. Sabihan ko yung ano natin.
Yes, no? So, sabi ko nga, alam mo ba ang internet, basta pag may gusto kang malaman, just-in-time info, maghahanap ka lang sa internet. I was able to locate the link LinkedIn account of Dan. Ang gwapo niya dito. Ayan, sa LinkedIn. No? Ayan, pero ang bata pa talaga niya, no? So, sa Accenture ka nag-start.
Yeah, that was my
Sige, doon na tayo sa iyong.
Yeah, so that was my first job in the corporate world, and then that was my first and only job.
21 ka nun. Kasi graduate mo lang.
2021, and then I spent 2.5 years there. And then I had a short stint as a consultant when I quit Accenture in a big data company. But the founder of that one of the founders of that company also knows that I'm planning to start my own company, and I'm running my own company. And then and the reason why I really needed to quit Accenture is because of course I can't do both at the same time. So I quit Accenture, and then I became a consultant with a big data company, and then after that I met this Australian VC, John Ork, and then 2015 we started CloudSwift.
What do you think is the pinaka prime reason bakit you were able to persuade him to invest on your company?
Maybe, I mean, it's not for me to answer siguro.
Okay lang, sige.
Yeah, but I think.
Okay.
I'm not sure if he's listening, but I think it's because I'm also persistent.
Kinulit mo siya.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a pain in the ass. Like, that's what he's always telling me. Like, he's a pain in the butt. I'm a pain in the butt.
Yung kwento ni Dado Banataw and then nila
Ganon din ba?
May Davao. May Kohangko rather. Ayun. Di ba ano siya? Yun, makulit.
Yeah, it's all about persistence. It's all about persistence.
You have to be aggressive,
it's
diba?
because it's also about sales, right? I mean, if you're selling something, and if you don't know the art of the follow-up, I mean, you're gonna be screwed.
Okay, sige nga.
So you need to be.
How are you doing the art of following up? Paano ba yun?
So say for example, you found a prospect.
Isa kasi nakakahirap
set up a
mangulit,
demo
nahihiya
meeting.
ako minsan mangulit.
Well, there are ways on how to make it lighter, right? I think one tip that I can share with you guys is that if you want to follow up with somebody to do something, not just for a customer or not just for a prospect to get into a meeting with them, but also to follow up with someone, I guess, that you're looking forward to something from that person. So I think a plain message that says, oh, can I have a gentle follow up on this? I think that's not going to be good enough. I think to make it lighter and to make it more interesting is to add more like stories behind it. Like, let's say for example, I'm going to follow up with, let's say for example, Arnie is a president of a company that I'm getting a business with. So I'm gonna tell her, and I needed to meet her, or I needed to lock in a schedule to meet with her to close the deal, for example. So let's say for example she haven't responded to me for like 2 weeks. So what I'm gonna say is that, okay, hi Arnie, I know it's been a couple of weeks, maybe you're interested in this article, let's take take a look at this. And then it's like you have to make it engaging, so that it won't be, or it won't look like it's an automated email, or it's a plain boring email that just asks you to, or asks someone for a gentle follow-up. It's actually better to have a call to action to that link, and then you would find interesting articles about it, and you as a person being followed up, you have a tendency to actually respond because there's a call to action, and so it's better that way, I think. And for me, that's the art of the follow-up.
Yes.
Ginagawa sa akin ng mga PR yan eh. Pag nagpa-follow up sila sa mga articles ko.
At least yung mga nakikinig sa aking students, no, sabi, alam na nila, no.
Ayan, pumasok na raw yung phone patch natin.
Ang galing.
Ayan, makakausap natin dito si Dr. Pablo Manalastas. Tungkol saan ang pag-usapan natin? Ayan, tanungin na natin. Dr. Pablo?
Good morning, Professor.
Good morning po.
Good morning, Dr. Pablo.
Good morning po sa inyo.
Yes.
Yes.
Good morning, Professor Manalastaso. So, si Professor po ay galing ng Ateneo de Manila. He is teaching under the College of Department of Mathematics ng Ateneo de Manila.
Matagal na po akong nag-retire sa Ateneo de Manila.
Nagtagal na ba? Pero yung pa rin po na-research ko sa inyo. Pero, ayun po, na-interview rin po namin kayo last election, no? About
Opo.
yung sa Senpec.
Nagtuturo po
Yes.
ako ngayon sa University of the Philippines sa Diliman po.
Ayan, nako.
UP Diliman naman ngayon.
oo.
Ano po ang tinuturo nyo,
Opo.
Professor?
Computer science po. Database system. Opo.
Ako po ay professor din po sa University of Santo Tomas, pero fina-follow ko po kayo, pero more on the election.
Ako naman po, si Ross Del
Opo.
Rosario. Professor naman sa WhatsApp Pilipinas.
Anyway.
Hindi, vlog po yung vlog.
Yeah, it's a vlog.
Vlog
Pero,
site.
Opo.
ayun, so meron pong call for participation or call for volunteers on the review of the codes for PCOS. Ano po ba itong preparasyon na ginagawa natin for the election, Professor?
Yung pong concern ko po, yung pag-review ng source code ng election management system,
Yes.
ng precinct count optical scan machines, yung voting machines po, at saka yung consolidating and canvassing system. Yun po yung tatlong systems ng Smartmatic na gagamitin sa eleksyon. Yung pong EMS o Election Management System ay siya pong ginagamit na paghanda ng iba-ibang eleksyon sa Pilipinas. Yun pong eleksyon sa national, provincial, municipal at iba pang level. Yun naman pong so inihahanda po ng EMS yung mga design ng balota, yung configuration input data para po sa PCOS machine, at saka yung transmission plan na gagamitin kung saan nakadetalya kung itong PCOS machine na ito, kung saan niya dapat papadala yung kanyang election result, kung saang municipal canvassing computer ang pagdadala niya ng kanyang result. Yun po yung EMS. Yun naman po PCOS, yun ang kilala po natin na ginagamit natin pag ano ng ating mga balota na matapos nating piliin ng ating mga kandidato, pinapakain po natin yung ating balota doon sa PCOS machine. Napaka familiar na po sa atin itong PCOS machine na ito dahil 2 eleksyon na po natin ginagamit. Yun naman pong consolidating and canvassing system, konti lang ang nakakaalam sa atin yan dahil ginagamit niyan po sa canvassing sa munisipyo, sa provincial hall at saka po sa Congress. So yan po yung source code ng mga program na yan na inaaral po natin para malaman kung itong mga programs na ginagamit nung tatlong sistema na ito ay nagtatrabaho ayon sa ating batas. Yun pong Republic Act 9369.
Ganun pala yun. Tatlong klase pala yun.
Tatlong klase po. Medyo may karamihan ang mga computer na ginagamit sa ating eleksyon. At lahat po yung computer na yan, yung hardware at saka software ay sinusupply ng Smartmatic sa COMELEC po. Hello?
Yes.
Doon, professors, call for participation na alam ko po, gaganapin po ito sa De La Salle, ano po?
Opo. Yung aking pong pananawagan ay para sa mga computer programmers na katulad ko po, na marunong mag-program sa C, sa Java, at marunong mag-program sa Linux. Yung Linux po, yun yung operating system na ginagamit po ng mga computer na ito. Yung EMS, PCOS, at saka CCS. Ako po nanawagan kasi po, 3 lamang pong mga organizations ang nagpadala ng reviewers. Pagkakataon na ho natin mga IT practitioners na malaman kung paano nagtatrabaho itong 3 makina na ito.
Professor, ilan po ba kailangan ninyo? Ilan po ba kailangan ninyo na total para pwedeng mag-evaluate?
Actually, ako po nanawagan para sa Center for People Empowerment and Governance Dahil ako po yung team lead na ako po yung nangunguna para sa Centec para ma-review namin yung source code ng 3 computer na ito. Sa Centec po, nag-iisa po akong computer programmer. Matandaan ho ako, 70 years old na ho ako. Kailangan ko ng tulong ng mas bata-bata sana ng mga programmers.
Ay, opo.
Marami na akong nag-volunteer.
Pwede po ba dyan mga estudyante? Pwede po ba mga estudyante dyan, mga college level?
Ang estudyante po, kung ang estudyante po ay mayroong certification o mapapatunayan nila na kwalipikado sila dahil matagal na sila nagpo-program sa C, sa Java at para sa Linux, sila ho ay napaka-welcome sa amin.
So pwede rin pala.
Okay. Basta may certification.
Tatlo lang po ang organization na nag-review ngayon kasalukuyan. Ito pong Nationalist People's Coalition, ang PPCRB at saka ang Centec po. Yung mga expert na galing po sa ibang bansa na may nalalaman tungkol sa program, sila po yung nag-lead sa review. Ang reviewers po, pwedeng sumunod doon sa nag-lead o pwede naman siya mag-review ng sarili niya. Kasi yung source code po, nandun po sa isang secure room sa De La Salle po. Kung nag-review kayo, pwede niyong sundan yung explanation nung pong taga-mathematics, yung expert doon sa kung ano man yung parte ng source code na nire-review kasalukuyan. Nagkataon po na ngayong panahon na ito, mga ilang araw pa, ang nire-review po yung EMS, yung pong nagdidisenyo ng eleksyon natin. Napakahalaga ho nitong EMS na ito. Kasi kung magkamali po ang paggawa ng ballot phases at hindi nagmamatch yung balota doon sa data, doon sa na ipapakain sa PCOS machine, magkakamali ho ng pagbilang. Kaya sinisigurado po sana naming mga programmer na pag nag-generate na po ng ballot phases, mag-generate din po ng matching na configuration data para sa computer, para sa PCOS machine.
Ayan, gusto ko sana mag-volunteer kaya. Hello. Yeah, sige po.
Alam niyo po, Professor?
Opo.
Ayun.
Opo.
So, meron po kasing, I was tagged by PHP Users Group of the Philippines, si Latian, yung pong open source
yung
group na community.
PHP.
So, they invited me to
Nasabi po sa akin, kayo po ba isasali sa source code review?
Sasali daw si Miss Professor Arnie.
Kasi po, as part of the academe and media, gusto ko po talagang makita po yun, no? As part of our advocacy then for clean election and campaign for...
Kailan po kayo pupunta sa De La Salle?
Yes, opo, Professor. Pupunta
kailan ka daw pupunta, Arnie?
Pero ongoing na po siya, no? Ongoing na po yung ginagawa natin.
Isang linggo na po. 5 araw nang nire-review yung source code.
Okay.
Ako po ay naka-attend ako nung unang araw. Kaya lang I had commitment on the next few days. Kaya na-absent po ako ng ano.
Naku, hinihintay ka na doon, Arnie.
Pero babalik ulit ako sa Lunes para pangunahan yung mga volunteer namin.
Opo. Professor, pwede po ba nating sabihin ang procedure po ng review at saka po ang commitment ng mga mag-volunteer? Kasi ang aking pong nabasa, they have to commit at least half day in a week, right?
Half day in a week.
Ganito po yun.
So 4
ang
hours.
totoo po sana, kung pwede pong nandoon na araw-araw, mas maganda. Kasi po, ang pag-review ninyo nalalaman nyo kung ano ang nangyayari from day to day. At saka, masusundan ninyo ang nangyayari. Kasi po ganito, ang isang reviewer po, ang bawat organisasyon po, mayroong isang computer na naka-assign sa kanila. Nakalagay po sa computer na yun yung source code ng sistema na kasalukuyang nire-review. Halimbawa, ngayong panahon na ito, siguro mga 2 to 3 weeks, ay re-reviewin po, or even longer, i-reviewin po yung EMS. Ngayon kung mag-volunteer po sila na isang araw lang, kalahating araw lang sa isang linggo, kulang po ng continuity. Pero hindi naman po namin na maobliga yung mga mag-volunteer magbigay ng mas mahabang panahon. Dahil lahat naman po tayo ay may mga trabaho.
Oo nga
At
po
volunteer lang po tayo.
Oo.
At bukod pa doon, wala pong bayad yung mga volunteer programmer.
Walang bayad po. Pero wala bang kahit pakain man lang dyan or paano? Painom.
Kasi po, ang scented po ay walang fund.
Kaya nga po,
wala po funds.
Advocacy lang talaga.
Lahat po ng ginagawa namin, puro volunteer.
talagang
basis.
kusang loob dapat yan. Advocacy
Ginagawa
talaga.
po natin ito para sa ating bayan.
Opo,
Para
oo.
matulong tayo na mapatunayan na yung gagamitin nating mga computer program para sa eleksyon ay tunay na nagpapatupad ng ating mga batas.
Pero all in all
Ilang
po,
po naman.
all in all po, gaano katagal po ba mangyayari yan? Yung buong review
Ang
sessions?
estimate po ng mga taga-COMELEC at ang estimate din po ng mga programmers, baka abutin ng 5 buwan.
5 buwan?
Baka abutin pa ng, opo.
Oh, tagal.
Nagsimula na October, November, December, January, February. Baka hanggang March pa ho. Ang election pa naman, April pa, May pala, sorry. April pa po naman. Kaya po kami nanawagan dahil kulang na kulang po ang tao na nag-review. Karamihan po kasi ng IT groups, bino-boycott po nila ang itong review na ito dahil hindi sila makapayag dun sa kondisyones na inilatag ng COMELEC at Smartmatic sa pag-review. Napakahirap po kasing mag-review sa kasalukuyang kondisyon. Napaka-strict po. Hindi kayo makapaglabas ng, halimbawa, napagod kayo, lalabas man lang kayo ng room, medyo hindi kayo makakalabas. Pag lumabas kayo, may kap-kapan pa, tapos napaka-stricto po ng review. Pero kami kahit na ganun ka-stricto, gusto po rin namin mag-review kasi gusto namin malaman kung anong ginagawa ng mga programs na ito. Kung hindi po kami mag-review, sino pa ang mag-review yung iba?
Ang galing.
Yung iba nga po, nagbo-boycott na dun sa review.
Oo.
Nako, may nagbo-boycott. Sabihin, baka nga po.
Nakakawalang minsan ng gana,
Oh,
no? Pero saludo po kami sa
Kasi
inyo,
po kaya sila
Professor.
nagbo-boycott sa kanilang palagay, yung kondisyones ngayon, hindi tama para sa isang malayang pag-review.
Hindi po ba man-negotiate yon? Hindi po ba man-negotiate pa yon? Hindi na open for negotiation?
Pakiulit po, hindi ko masyadong maliwanag.
Hindi na po ba open for negotiation yung conditions sa pagre-review?
Hindi na po open kasi may intellectual property protection. Itong Smartmatic dahil kanila daw pong program itong mga ito. Kaya siyempre, protection po nila yung kanilang mga program.
Pinapangalagaan din po nila.
Pero opo. Para sa amin kong paningin, yung batas maliwanag na inuobliga ang sino man magsusupply ng computer equipment na buksan yung kanilang source code para reviewin ng malaya. Ang pagkakabigkas po sa batas, dapat gawing available and open for review. Yung pong mga katagang available and open, marami pong interpretasyon yun. Sa interpretation po ng Mathematics at ng COMELEC, basta maipakita lamang nila sa amin, kahit na stricto yung kondisyones, available and open na daw po yun. Hindi po natin pwedeng debatihan yung kung ano yung available and open. Kaya nga, ang ginawa na ho ng iba, pumunta na sila sa Supreme Court. Naglatag na sila ng reklamo. Kaya kami naman po, habang nag-aaway sila sa taas, trabaho po namin mga computer programmer, ang gawin ng aming trabaho. Amin pong trabaho yun kasi anong ibang pwedeng gumawa nito kundi kami lamang.
For that, saludo po kami sa inyo.
Gusto namin o sa hindi. Gusto namin o sa hindi yung mga kondisyones, wala po kaming magagawa. Kasi hindi naman po kami nagbibigay ng kondisyon na yun. Natutuwa nga kami kahit paano, pinapayagan nila na tingnan namin para ma-review yung source code.
Ayun.
Okay.
Sige po, Professor, mananawagan pa po kami sa mga developers community.
Sige, tutulungan po namin kayo. I-announce po natin. Sana meron po mag-volunteer pa na additional
Pwede po ba dyan?
Meron na po kaming programmer para sa mga, siguro dun sa 5 araw, meron na kaming programmer sa umaga ng mga 3 araw. Kasi Monday to Friday po, meron na kaming volunteer sa 3 morning and all afternoon. Meron pang 2 morning na pwede pa kaming tumanggap ng mga volunteers. Mas maganda po sana kung more than 1 ang volunteer sa isang time.
Yes,
Yun po mga taga PHP users group, sana po magpadala kayo ng mga volunteer.
Opo. Nag-uumpisa na po.
Opo. Salamat po,
Sige po, salamat po.
Thank you. As always po, Dr.
Maraming salamat.
Salamat po, Dr.
Inquirer
Pablo.
7 Radio po ba ito ulit?
Radio Vigattin po sa Inquirer Radio.
Radio Vigattin. Salamat po sa inyo.
Salamat po.
Yes, mabuhay po
Okay,
kayo.
bye.
Mabuhay po kayo ang Senpeg at si Dr. Manalastas.
Salamat po.
Thank you.
Ayan. Wow.
Ang galing.
Kailangan natin ngayon ng mga volunteers.
Yes.
Kukunti pa lang daw ang nandoon.
Oo nga kasi naman.
Punta ka na ngayon doon. Arnie?
Kasi yung stricto nga, and then commitment talaga that every day or basta meron siyang minimum requirements na committing your days para doon for 5 months.
Pero alam mo, Arnie, kung meron siyang pakain, tas may mga tokens yan, yung mga gate crusher na vloggers, pwede pumunta dyan
Stricto nga
Pupunta dyan para lang kumain, makakuha ng libre na goodies.
Anyway, let's go back to Dan.
Okay.
Alam mo, nakakatuwa. Let's go back to Dan.
Kwento na siguro ni Dan, malapit tayo mag-time kwento siguro ni Dan yung mga ginagawa ng company na niya. Kasi kanina kinukwento niya yung mga...
Yes.
Yung mga,
pero may isa na lang akong tanong kasi
sige.
I observed na ang galing niya. Bilingual, fluent siya in
Yes,
English. Both
Tagalog
in English
and
and
English.
Tagalog. So, and then, sa pitching kasi, dapat you're good in English, di ba? Kailangan kasi ang investors mo ay mga...
Usually foreigners.
Yes, paano ka nag-pitch? Paano nag-start? Paano ka nag-start? Paano siya plinano?
Well, when I was still starting before, I used to also join startup competitions, sort of like not to actually target winning or getting the first prize or whatnot, but just to experience and just to meet people and just to network and just to take a look at what's going on and if I have competitors or not or whatsoever. So what I did is from there I was able to build my network, and then during the time that I met with John Ark, it's not actually a formal pitch. It was like I was just telling him my story and how, what I think of the vision and what I think of the company or the idea that I'm planning to build and that's how it is.
Palagay ko that was during a drinking session.
No.
Hindi.
Yeah, I know.
Kasi ganun ang mga networking normally na ginagawa na.
Yeah, but you're right. I mean, most of the startup mixers, that's why it's called mixers, is because most especially for technical or developers or engineers, so like if you have startup mixers and there's a bunch of founders out there, like it's always actually matched with a beer and pizza.
Yes.
Pizza and beer and everybody's So even in our office, we actually have a beer fridge and I mean, to be honest, we actually have a bar inside. And
it's okay, given.
Because it's the office of the venture capital firm that we're part of.
At least natanong ko na, I was able to ask the questions from my students. So kasi yun ang gusto nilang malaman. Ang galing ng episode na to. We're able to complete the Startup 101. Anyway, ayan. So let's go back to the Cloud Swift. So what does it do? Ano bang...
Okay, so just to discuss or to talk to you a little bit about what we do is CloudSwift Global Systems is an enterprise class cloud-based platform which provides what we call IT labs as a service for technical recruitment assessments and technical training. So basically we target enterprise companies, enterprise IT companies, software companies, consulting companies, BPO, ITO companies, for them to be able to use the platform to customize and deliver technical assessments and also to complete the IT employment life cycle, to also target the technical training solution. So basically, if you think about the pain points of actually recruiting IT employees, like traditionally what they're doing right now is if you want to hire hundreds or thousands of developers, let's say for example you're a hiring manager from IBM or any IBM companies of the world out there, and then you need to hire Java developers or Linux admins or any sorts of technologies skills out there. So traditionally you're going to skim through resumes, CVs, and then you're going to give them a phone call and invite them face-to-face interviews, and that's it. And probably give them written exams as part of the process. But we just think that there's a better way. And through CloudSwift, what we can do is that companies like IBM or HPs of the world would be able to customize and deliver those assessments in a hands-on perspective. It's like, because of that, they would be able to validate the IT skills by not just taking a look at the resumes and talking to them, but also letting them prove their IT skills by doing it. So basically we automate and provide those fully functional real environments, and then IT candidates are actually asked to perform IT tasks. Let's say if it's a Java developer position, so they need to perform Java development tasks on a real Java development environment, and then they will be able to write code there. And if it's a server admin post, then they will be able to configure servers there. And you as a company, before you hire the candidates or before you actually move them to the next level before hiring them, is you would have the satisfaction to say, oh, this person is capable of doing X or Y, or this person is really capable of writing code, or this person is really capable of configuring a Linux server or a Windows server and all that. So that's what we're doing on the technical assessment space. And then, like I said, going back to the whole IT employment life cycle, is that when you come to think of it, when you hire these people, right, the next thing that you would do as a company is to actually develop their skills, to train them with more technologies, because all organizations, of course, it's a never-ending training initiative, training boot camp, and all that to run all this learning sessions with different software products and technologies. So we believe that in training people for those different technologies, reading books, watching videos, and letting them listen to boring lectures will never be enough. You gotta do it. So if you take a look at the technical recruitment, you let them prove their skills by doing it. In training, they have to learn those skills and they have to learn those technologies by doing it as well. So we provide the hands-on experience. So, we provide the hands-on experience by also giving them IT labs on demand with fully functional real environments, so that, as we say, you will have an IT playground for you to play around with. So it's like, if you want to learn SQL, you can learn SQL by playing with it, because you have like a hands-on sandbox that you can play around with from scratch. So yeah, so it's not just you're gonna sit down, watch a YouTube video on how to do this and that, but you will have an experience to have a complex set of a system, and it asks you to perform activities. And you will have that. You would have. I mean, you're a computer science professor, so imagine if all the students of all the universities of the world will have an access to those kinds of flexibility in whatever type of environment that you need for any technology that you want to learn. That kind of customization piece and with all the complexities and different varieties of technologies, like if you just have a centralized platform that can let you manage all those and just automate those instances to each student. Let's say you're teaching Java, or you're teaching C#, or you're teaching Linux. They will have dedicated Linux, Java, C# instances, and they can just write codes, and all the tools that they need to learn those technologies will be there, and boom, that's it.
Ang galing.
So hindi lang applicable sa work, pati sa schools pwede yan kasi for training, di ba?
Depends on the content. Depends on the content. Of course, if it's a university, you might have universities, they have their own content. They can tailor it.
Maganda yan.
With the basic content.
Maganda yan sa mga nagpapatong sa credentials nila ng mga sasabihin.
Because anybody can just say am I allowed to say like BS? Anybody can just put any BS on their CV that they can do this. But at the end of the day, if you don't have that kind of validation method in your company, if you don't have that, then you might end up actually wasting a lot of time and money of hiring the wrong person. Right?
Yan,
because anybody can just, anybody can just put there and they can just memorize something in a book or something that they've watched in a video, and then theoretically they will be able to impress you.
Ang galing ng cloud.
Yes.
Yeah,
I eventually they will be able to impress you, and then but in the next 2 months or so, you would realize, this person, I hired this person. He said he's good in Linux.
There's no
but he wasn't able to configure Linux. What the
Only
hell?
theoretical, di ba?
Yeah, so
ayan. Anyway,
okay,
time na talaga tayo.
Lakpas na tayo. Overtime na tayo.
Okay, let's get to know more of Dan Angelo de Guzman sa LinkedIn niya. Ang galing po ng batang to. Tuwa ako sa kanya. Mature, napakalalim. Nako. Expect more followers on your mga first-year students ko. Nako.
Ayun,
and by the way, since you've mentioned just a small plug, so we're actually hiring. If you guys are listening, students out there, we're also accepting technology interns and business interns, and we're also accepting applications of software engineering positions. So
CloudSwift.com.
Just look it up.
They're growing,
Google.
They're hiring.
We want to just continue meeting a lot of technically talented students and people out there that can join the revolution.
Yes,
the revolution.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you for gracing our episode today. Yes. So sa susunod po ulit na Sabado sa Vigattin Radio dito po sa Radio Inquirer.
Yan. Thank you, Arnie. Ito naman po si Ross Del Rosario, ang inyong pambansang vlogger ng whatsuppilipinas.com. Nagpapaalam na po. Salamat.
Thank you.
Anumang pahayag, pananaw at opinyon na inyong narinig mula sa katatapos lamang na programa ay sariling pahayag, pananaw at opinyon ng mga hosts at ng kanilang mga panauhin. Walang anumang kinalaman at walang kaugnayan ang pamunuan at ang istasyong ito.
Ibig sabihin ba doon, sumuko na o hindi naman? Ang palasyo sa BBM?
Di ba, binago na nila yung sistema? Di ba, meron na silang tinatawag na bottom-up budgeting?
Oo.
Ano nangyari doon?
Kayo po'y marami ng mga probinsyang darating, lalo na ho dyan sa Muslim Mindanao. Ano ho ba yung sitwasyon po, Mr. Vice President, na nakikita nyo ngayon?
Paano yung sa susunod, dun sa balang araw? Paano kung balang araw may maglagay na, halimbawa, may isang foreign nation na gustong sakupin ng Pilipinas, at huwag nyo sabihin hindi totoo yun dahil maraming may gusto nun.
So itong lahat ng opinion to para paglilinaw lang ay hindi para pigilan siya sa pagtakbo, kundi para sabihin sa kanya na dapat sundin ang nakasaad sa salitang batas.
Itanong kasi sinasabi nyo, pagka-issue ng mayor's permit ng local government, bali wala na kayong fire safety inspection. Tama po ba yun?
Bayang nagtatanong, mamamayang nag-uusisa. Ito ang Radio Inquirer 990. Ito ang DZIQ, Radio Inquirer 990.
Philippine Standard Time, 7 minuto makalipas ang alas 11 ng umaga.
This time check is brought to you by McDonald's, Tanduay Select, the drink you deserve, and Gin Kapitan, kayang-kaya.
Narito ang pinakahuling balita sa mga oras na ito. Umaabot na sa mahigit 18 milyong pisong standby funds at mahigit na 176,000 family food packs ang nakapreposisyon na para sa mga lugar na dadaanan ng bagyong Lando. Ayon sa DSWD, 84,000 pisong halaga ng disaster assistance na ang naipamigay ng mga local government units sa Region 2, habang mahigit na 44,000 family packs ang nakapreposisyon naman sa 87 na munisipalidad mula sa 10 probinsya sa Cordillera Autonomous Region, pati sa Region 2 at 4A. Naipamigay na rin ang mahigit na 158 milyong halaga ng mga food and non-food items na nakahanda para sa CAR, Region 1, 2, 3, 4A, 4B at Region 5. Kaugnay nito, nagdeklara naman ng Albay Province ng walang pasok sa lahat ng level ng eskwelahan. Sa ibang balita, isang motor bangkang lumubog kaninang umaga sa karagatan sa pagitan ng Camotes Island at bayan ng Hiluan sa Northern Cebu. Ang motor bangka kabasan ay pinaniwalaang kayang magsakay ng hanggang 80 pasahero. Base sa report na natanggap ng Cebu Coast Guard, dakong alas 8 ng umaga, dinala ng mga